room. She's sitting right there. She's got a little bit of rust on her hood right above the window that's actually rusted through a couple of holes. So I parked her under the carport. Hey guys, I am just sitting here. I just got finished eating my dinner, which was just leftover chicken gizzards from Hearts. Saturday, Levi and I picked up grocery order, and he wanted something to eat. I hate buying groceries and then going through drive-thru. It's such a waste of money. But I thought, if I'm going to get him something, because he was wanting Whataburger, and I was like, no. We just spent all this money on groceries. If we're going to get something, it's going to be something that will last you 2 days. So, I got him tenders, and I got rolls, and beans and rice, and coleslaw, and I got me a dozen gizzards, fried gizzards. Can't eat liver anymore. I love chicken liver too, fried chicken liver, and usually we call it a half and half, and it's like 6 of one and 6 of the other. But I can't eat them anymore. I get indigestion with the chicken liver, so I just get gizzards, and I just got through eating that. And I've got a project in my bedroom. Get ready. I hate the day bed. I hate it. I told Mom today, I said, there's something wrong with me. I said, there is something in my mind that says, that's my room. And I have something that says it's okay to pull a bed out from underneath the bed. But when you have to actually say, I share this, because I don't feel like I share my room with Levi, because he just sleeps there. But his room he's in his room right now, watching TV and making lists or whatever. But I did not want to have a bed just in there set up. I told Mom, I said, we're not some old couple that sleep in separate beds. He's my son, and I know that he's autistic. And I know that there's a part of me that says, what's the big deal? But there's also another part of me that just says, that's my room. But I can't stand the day bed. And as much as I love the full-size bed, and I still have the bed, although I don't have the mattress anymore. I actually sold the mattress. Evidently somebody that really needed a mattress, and I come down on the price a little bit because that was almost a brand new mattress, and it was a firm, and it was very nice, but I think they needed a bed, so that's fine. So I can't stand the day bed. I can't stand turning over and facing the wall or facing the end of that, the back of that bed. There's something about it. I can't. I hate it. I love my mattress. My mattress is wonderful. But I hate the bed. So I guess I'm going to be going to 2 twin-size beds in there, set up all the time. Not only will my bed be there, but his going to be over there across from me, like a brother and sister that share rooms. I guess that's how I have to look at it. I don't know. My fear is, like, my bed's made right now. His is not. He was still in bed when I got up this morning and left the room. I make my bed when I get up. My fear is that if he's in there because his bed is made up and ready to lay in any time, day or night, that he's going to be going in there with a drink and with a bag of chips or a bowl of chips or popcorn. And next thing you know, my room is going to be a wreck, like his room is a wreck half the time. I have to clean his room. I make him clean his room, but he doesn't clean. So about 3 times a week, I have to go into his room and get everything that doesn't absolutely belong there and bring it out. And at some point, it's back in there again. I have to do it again, like cups and bowls. And anyway, I don't know what to do. I'm just venting to you guys. I don't know what else to do. I'm afraid, Levi, because of his autism, he doesn't shut down at night like we do. We get tired, we're tired, and we want to go to bed. I take a sleep aid because I feel like if I don't take a sleep aid, I'm a very light sleeper. I believe with all my heart that I still sleep the way I did when he was a baby, and the way I did when Tony was a baby, and the way I did when Buddy was a baby. I never got to finally sleep. My children are grown and I don't have to think about them. That's just, Levi's in the house. He's in my room. If he's not in my room, I'm listening. So I have to take something to put me a little bit into a deeper sleep, but I still hear everything. I hear when he leaves the room. I hear when he comes back to the room. I hear when he just decides that he wants to hear whatever he's going to watch at 3 o'clock in the morning, so he turns the volume up on the TV, and I have to scream, turn it down, or go to another room. And sometimes he turns it down, and sometimes I hear him get up and go out of the room again because he's going to go watch it in here or watch it in his own room. But he doesn't sleep like we sleep. His body might be tired, but his mind doesn't tell him that. So his mind won't shut down. And so he takes prescription medication, just 3 milligrams. It's a very small dosage to help him sleep, where I would probably say he still, even with that medication, doesn't get but about maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. I don't, and I don't want to up his dosage. I was always the parent that I didn't want my kids medicated. Even with Levi, doctors would say, you could try this, you could try that. And I did not want him medicated. I remember what I always thought in my mind, remembering back, and now I'm going to lose the name of that medication. I think a lot of children with ADHD was prescribed it. I think a lot of kids get prescribed stuff that just because their parents don't want to deal with their attitude, don't want to discipline them, and they get prescribed Adderall. There was a little boy when I worked for the Learning Tree. He wasn't in my class, but when we would have like recess duty, I would have to be out on the playground with the other classes. He wasn't pre-K, because I taught the pre-K class, the 4-year-olds. He was in school. And when the little van would bring them in from school in the afternoons, right before he got to school, to us, to the daycare for after school care, the school would have given him his dosage of Adderall. And that child was a zombie. And I just thought, we don't even know what this kid's personality is, because he doesn't have a personality when he was on it. It was very sad. And I always said from there on, and I didn't even have Levi then. I was pregnant with Levi, in fact, at that time. And I thought to myself, then I would never have put my child on a medication that made them this way. Now, I don't know how he was at school or at home. Maybe he was just completely out of control, and I didn't get to see that where I could say, oh my gosh, I can't wait to give him his, but we didn't see that side of him. We seen this little zombie kid that you had to just sort of lead everywhere because he didn't know. He couldn't. It was just, to me, it was very sad. So Levi takes this one medication to sleep. And in all actuality, he also takes a breathing treatment. I think after COVID, we both got like a messed up like lungs and stuff. I think COVID just affects different people different ways. And I know I take albuterol, and he takes a different one, something else. It's a different one. But yeah, I never wanted him to have a medication, so that is my extent of him having a medication. And it's still, that little 3 milligrams doesn't give him, he never gets a 7 or 8 hour sleep. Now, I can say that when I come in here in the mornings and he's already in here in the living room, he's usually asleep on the couch. So I don't sometimes always pay attention to what time it is when I hear him leave the room. But when I come down the hallway at 7:30, he's asleep on the couch. And he will sleep for 2 or 3 hours on the couch if I don't make him get up and start moving around and doing stuff. So maybe he's getting when you count something like that, maybe he's getting, 7 hours or 8 hours. But I don't think he does. Anyway, that's just a talking video. I didn't really. I have something in the car I want to show y'all on the back end. I was going to show you the other day, and I got sidetracked, and it started raining, so I didn't open my. It's in the back end of my car, and well, we can do that real quick. I'm just going to show you, but I'm not going to do anything with it right now because I've got to do this room before I go to bed tonight because I don't think I can sleep in that bed again tonight. I am just so sick of sleeping in that day bed. If I turn over and I face the wall or face the back of the bed, I feel closed in or claustrophobic or something makes me that I have to flip over and face out again. So I've got to do something else. So anyway, but I'm going to show y'all outside what I have. First, look what's not sitting right there. Well, you can almost see that it took me a minute to get out of there because it was, it's just muddy out here. We can't hardly do anything out here. But I put a new battery on her. I cleaned her up and she's sitting right there. She's got a little bit of rust on her hood right above the window that's actually rusted through a couple of holes. So I parked her under the carport for right now. And I don't know what this is. There's some drips on her side. I don't know if it came out of the tree or not, but it didn't scrub off with the scrubber. So I may have to see. I can actually pick it with my fingernail. So I don't know if that tree leaks. I don't know what that is. It's not on the other side. It's just on this side. Something splashed on it. I really don't know. It looks kind of weird, but I aired up her tires and put a new battery on her and pulled her out. She does not, she's got some carburetor work that needs to be done, but you can drive her, but she will die on you. So I also can't leave her running because she needs, I had a mechanic come out and look at her Saturday, and he said her freeze plugs are leaking. So talked to my friend, although it looks like somebody's been in her because her door's not shut completely. I wonder if Buddy did that. She's very airtight, so I have to leave a window crack to shut the door. So I open this little window. There. My old girl. Anyway, I got her cleaned up. She smells good inside and got her tires aired. Y'all see, here's this. I don't know what this is, but I can pick it off with my fingernail. See, I just chipped that back. I can pick it with my fingernail. So I don't know what dripped on her. Anyway, I was real happy with that. I'm real happy I got her clean and got her up underneath that tree. But she does have some rusty that are actually holes on her hood right above that silver rim around the front of her. So when I got her all cleaned, I put her right here, so because we were having so much of that rain. In the back of this lady right here, will be my project in the camper. Well, not the camper, the camper house, the cottage part. Cabinets, 2 uppers and 1 lower. I thought about just doing a lower, okay, I may even talked about it. I can't remember if I talked about it or not, but I was thinking about doing lowers, doing uppers as my lowers like I did in my walk-in pantry. Just bring them a little bit out of the way from them, because they're only 12 inches deep. Okay, here's the front of the cabinet. From the back here to the front, it's only 12 inches. So I have to bring it away from the wall and build like a frame around the back, screw to the wall that this can screw into. And I need at least 18. That's 18 inches is what I have in the kitchen, and that's not in the kitchen, but in the pantry where the microwave sits. That gives you that little bit of overhang, so your microwave isn't just hanging off the cabinet. But I measured again in there the other day, went in with my tape measure, measured again, and it is deep enough for a regular size kitchen cabinet. So this is a 30-inch cabinet right here, and it's completely packaged up so you can't get to it. It's a 30-inch. Now I have a little over 48 inches of space. I could have gotten 2 24s or a 30 and something else, but I like to have a space from underneath the cabinet for my trash can. So I did a 30, and then that space that's left from 30 to 48 or from 30 to 40, 52, whatever that space is left underneath, I will get a full top, but underneath it will be a dead zone for a trash can to sit. So that'll be my next project y'all will actually watch me get after. I've kept them in the car because we've had so much rain. I didn't want them to get moist. And well, I don't even like that word, but you know what I mean. I don't want them wet. Or because they're, you know, they are stock cabinets from Home Depot, and besides the fronts, it's made out of particle board, so I didn't want it getting any kind of moisture on it at all. So yeah, I got Miss Blue down there all ready to have some work done, so she will now fixing those plugs and the carburetor. And you know, she's an 89, so I don't think it's going to be expensive to work on her carburetor, but or I don't know if it even needs just to be cleaned, or I don't know. I can get in and I don't even have to pump the gas. I can stick my hand in and just start her. But she will run for like 2 or 3 seconds. Like run like you think everything's fine. Just as you're fixing to shut the door or walk away, she'll die. So I do feel like it's carburetor work. But the plug, the freeze plug's leaking. That's a whole completely different situation. But I was talking to Buddy earlier, and he was saying that he still wants to get Papa's truck and fix it up and teach Caden how to drive it and stuff like that. But he wanted this, so I told him, I said, well, I do not want, there's something in me. Hold on, another one of those, there's something in me. My grandparents gave me this truck, and there's just something in my heart that says, I'm not going to give it to somebody else or sell it to somebody before I have done right by her and kept her running. So I'm going to get her going again. He can do the little things that she needs. There's some little stuff that she needs done. But I'm going to have the plugs done, the freeze plugs done, and the carburetor work on it. So no matter what, you can put gas in her, and you can drive her down the driveway to mom and dad's, take her to the back to, you know, put stuff in the metal pile. I've got metal in the back of her right now. It needs to go to the metal pile. I don't want to just say, here's a broke down truck, see what you can do with her, because I don't know if somebody will love her enough to want to fix her. And she's beautiful, and she's a truck, but she's sweet, and she has done so much for me. She did everything in this house after the fire. She made every trip to Home Depot, every trip to McCoy's, every trip. I am a good 45 minutes to almost an hour from Spring, Texas, and that's where the closest Lumber Liquidators is to us for flooring. Everybody knows Lumber Liquidators. That's where all the flooring in my house come from. And I remember pulling in there to have I'd ordered it, and when I got the email saying it was ready, I called, made sure it was there. They said, yes, come get it, and I went and I remember after going in and, you know, letting them know I was here and whatnot, and they told me to go around and come in the back, you know, into the back gate, into one of the doors. When I come out, there was 3 or 4 of those worker guys out looking at her. And she's amazing to me. And she's probably got 300,000 miles on her. But her motor is strong. So I know it's very... it's probably just I know it's just an emotional thing. I'm not stupid, and I'm very much aware that it's just an emotional connection I have to her because my grandparents gave her to me, and she's done so much for me. And okay, Kim, it's time to let somebody else do it. But I just feel like I'm not going to say, here she is, she's broke down, do something with her. I want to say, here she is, she's wonderful. She's got a couple of little things you can do to her, but she's ready to go. That's what I want to do. So maybe it's silly, maybe it's stupid, I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy that she's cleaned up and she's under the carport and she starts right up. She might not run for about a second, but she starts right up. And I really don't even know if I want to really get rid of her, but I talked to Buddy today and he said he would love to have her. I've got to learn to get rid of stuff. I've got to learn to break away. I've got this new lady standing right here. She hadn't been able to come out from his carport either because she's got lumber in the back, because that lumber is for building a full-size. I don't know, did I already talk about it? I'm going to take the twin bed out of that bedroom in the cottage and build in a full-size bed like was originally when we built the cottage house. I had a full-size built-in bed, 2x4 frame, up a little bit off the ground so storage could go underneath it. I had a full-size bed in there, and at some point it got taken out and 2 twins got in. I think it was when Tina and Rob moved in. They put 2 twins in there for Bennett and Elijah, like the bunk beds. They used most of my framework just to cut down from full to twin, and then they built another one above it and a ladder. So both boys were in that room together. So I just want to take the twin out and build a frame for a full-size bed. I have a full-size mattress already, so that's what that's for. So I've got a couple of projects. I needed the rain to stop, and I needed it to get hard enough over here that I can back the vehicle up over there. And I've got to throw that, where is it? Right there in the dumpster. That's Elora's old swimming pool. I don't know why Buddy put it on the porch of the camper, but he did. And the box got wet, and when I went to pull it I was gonna pull it to the dumpster, and the whole bottom fell out of it, and then I just got like, ah! So there it lays. It needs to go to the dumpster. I guess I'll be taking it piece by piece. I don't know when I'm actually gonna start on any of this. I can't get up to and the dumpster won't hold it right now. The dumpster is full, so I don't know. But I've got Wednesday, I'm taking Debbie to Houston for one of her doctor appointments, heart or lung, I don't know which one it is. And it's a middle of the day appointment, so it's going to be all day. I like her to get morning ones like 9:30 or 10. So she gets in and she's out fairly early, but this one is an 11:30 appointment. So it just means that we won't be home early. It'll be an all day affair. But it's, you know, it is what it is. So, but dumpster doesn't come, the dumpster truck doesn't come till Wednesday. So that's when that will go in the dumpster. Me and Levi will take it over and just throw it piece by piece in the dumpster. They're just over there honking. And then I've got to get my lawnmower down to Daniel and get the new belt put on it. Then I can come mow this area right here. And regardless of what I do with her, if I keep her, if I decide that, you know, maybe it's just best I keep her, then I will build a nice carport right over here that she will fit under. And so she'll always be ready to go, in or out. Just, you know, just come right out and go. Have this, I'll build it right where that's sitting now. I could build it straight out. The thing is that the dumpster is now in the driveway where it's hard, and the dumpster, where the dumpster is blocking a full drive in. You see the rock over here behind me? This white area right here? That's my bus backed up. The back end of my bus, was about where this tall grass is from where the truck parked, this outside part over here. That's about where my bus packed up to. The rock that they brought in for me, Dave brought me all the rock. He just kept packing it in, so that would be a hard place for the bus to park. And so it came all the way about to there. So, you know, your back tires were about where the white is, where the rock is, but the back end of your bus is further out because the tires are way up. I only need a rock to where the tires would be. So anyway, I could put it in like that, but with the dumpster sitting in the driveway now to keep them from making ruts, I don't have a clear shot to come in and just pull into it. But if I build it the same way that was parked all this time, this way, then I can just bring rock out into this grassy area and just pull out and go out the driveway. Just pull and go out. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to say, oh yeah, buddy, she's fixed up, there she is, you can have her. I might have to say, she's sitting right here, take her anytime you want. There's something wrong with me. Anyway, it's hard to let go. I think when you haven't had a lot, and you've had to fight for what you do have and work hard to have it and to keep it and to, you know, then it's harder to let go of things. So I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. God bless y'all. Pray for me, because I don't know what I'm going to do about this bed situation. I'm just at my wit's end with the bed situation. So I don't know. All right, love you. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.